Good morning YouTube, my name is John Sparkman. I'm in Birmingham. It's about 6 AM in March and it's 1 degree, so it's a bit frosty. You can see right behind us we've got the sunrise, which is beautiful. My friend Kyle's joining me to do a little bit of landscape shooting with the X-T3, the Fujifilm X-T3. It's a camera I've had for the past year and he bought his yesterday, so we're going to give it a go and see what settings we need for the landscape, and here he is.
Hey John!
Hello.
This is weird, isn't it?
Hello.
This is like vlogception.
6 AM vlogception, it's way too cold.
Oh.
Yeah, I've just been watching the sunrise and it kind of doesn't make me feel as bad. You're wearing a shirtless, like,
I have a hoodie.
gilet.
I have a hoodie in my bag.
It doesn't ask me any questions.
Yeah, it is.
It's amazing.
For a second or two, because I woke up to a missed phone call from you, I was like,
Something hideous. Kyle,
hey,
how are you finding the camera?
it's good, man. It's good. I like it.
Yeah.
It's small, and I'm waiting for a grip because my hands are fat and like my pinky doesn't fit on the camera.
Yeah.
But like, other than that, it's amazing.
It's fine. So what camera did you have before?
I had a Sony A7R II.
Right. So mirrorless as well?
Yeah, mirrorless as well. I can't really complain about it too much. It's just the menu system, and I think all of the complexity that they build into it, almost making it over complex for no real good reason.
Yeah.
I think that's majority of the reason why I ended up switching. So, but yeah, I'm super happy with it. It was a straight swap in terms of cash, so I can't complain.
Yeah, just pick one up and get the next one.
Straight swap. So I just now I just need to acquire a grip and some lenses.
So what we're dealing with is the X-T3. We have the 18-55 kit lens, that's right, yeah. That is a 2.8 to f4. Rode video mic on top.
Correct.
Micro, it's the same one I'm using right now. And that's it, isn't it? That's straightforward. And what we are shooting today, we've got sunrise, not sunset.
Sunrise, boy.
Just over Birmingham. If anyone's never seen Birmingham before, it's massive. How big is Birmingham?
Pretty big. I wouldn't be able to quantify it in meters.
Birmingham
square meters.
is pretty large.
It's pretty big.
One of the bigger cities.
Basically, I was having an issue where in video mode, the camera would want to take control of the f-stop of the shot. So like, it wouldn't. See how it's f2.8 there, but it's blue. If you look.
Yep.
So a minute ago, when you roll it all the way to the left, if I show you here. When you decide to roll it all the way to the right, it goes it goes like that, and then when it's white, it does it all on its own accord.
Right.
If you look, so 9, 8, 7, like it changes on its own.
Yeah.
But if you continuously roll it until if you roll it back the other way, until it goes blue, it's locked in.
When you put the front aperture ring to auto,
Yes.
it then uses the front kind of trigger dial.
Yeah.
Just there. It uses that to change the aperture. However, you kind of go from 2.8 all the way up to 22 or something. Once you go above that, it then goes back into auto mode. So it's like the top end.
Yeah, at least I can actually shoot video now at one stable f-stop. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So sometimes there's benefit to having like full auto, like this GoPro here. There is basically no settings, there's just colour and volume basically for the microphone. But when you're shooting full manual, you do sometimes need to have those settings. What we're thinking, like silhouettes, kind of, we get the trees and black and then the light coming through.
It's going to be glorious.
Let's get our stuff, one sec. This is I'll tell you what, if you walk down that way, I will get some juicy slow-mo b-roll on this for you. Go on. So that was sick. I want some of that for myself, right. Did you get it?
Got it.
Hey!
Do you use performance boost on your camera?
That's a great question, actually.
Yeah.
So, no.
So, okay. So it's like you turn the camera on and it goes, would you like to enable performance boost mode?
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like,
what does it do? Why?
What does it do?
So it will let you temporarily like overclock the battery. You can shoot faster, you can autofocus quicker.
Oh, that's handy.
So if you're using the battery grip, there's an actual toggle switch on to keep it on permanently.
Nice, dude.
So if you're saying doing sports, you can have that capacity to shoot like 1,000 photos. Putting boost mode on will just do everything faster.
Yeah.
It's the buffering,
awesome.
it's the focusing and the frame rate. Yeah.
That's good though, because it gives you versatility. It gives you versatility in shots. I mean, I don't shoot sport at all.
No.
But if I did,
You can.
you can.
And it's fine, right?
Which is amazing, because normally a camera or a normal camera system would lock you into one thing.
Yeah.
Whereas that gives you some versatility. We like versatility.
We do, yeah.
Versatility is good. I've been using autofocus and face detect, so I'm assuming I'm in focus.
It's probably alright.
Yeah. The tests I did it at home yesterday were in quite dark conditions, and it's still picked my eye up.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's real good.
The Face
real
ID,
good.
I don't know how I did without the Face ID detection before.
Face, oh mate, it's a lifesaver, and like I can tell just from taking some photos of you and sort of just photos of smaller objects and stuff. It latches on, and I said this to you already. It latches on to focus
very quickly,
so fast as to in comparison to what I'm used to.
Yeah.
It latches on and it grabs it and it doesn't let it go. Would you consider the Fuji X lens lineup to be wide enough? And I don't mean frame wise. I mean choice of glass.
enough of them.
Yeah. Because that's a concern I have. I'm not gonna lie.
There is enough. They will do. There's like 30 to, I don't know, about 30 good ones. There's XF and XC, a couple of third-party ones, but yeah, compared to like Canon where there's 200, absolutely not.
Yeah.
But the quality of each one, I've never found a bad Fuji lens ever.
Sure.
So you can really get you can get just a 35 and a 50, or you can get a nice 24-70 equivalent, and you're fine. I've never had a problem. I've been fine with just the kit lens. I've been doing weddings with the kit lens. I've been doing every single thing. It's the one I keep on the camera all the time. It's fine. Honestly, no, you're all right.
Okay, it's been a slight concern just because there's looking around online and stuff. I've seen some, but the ones that I have seen, I don't know whether they're good, because with a Canon, as soon as you see L series, you're like, cool. I almost ventured into the Nikon space. I'm glad I didn't do that.
No, went for the Z6.
I almost went for a Z6, but I'm glad I didn't do that.
They're all right.
Good cameras.
Other
good
cameras
cameras
are available.
Just not what I wanted.
No,
not what I wanted.
enough.
So, but yeah, no, I was a little concerned about that. I wasn't concerned about the camera's autofocus, so I was really happy with that. I guess the other thing that I had questions about, and this is something that I've already solved, but something that John helped me with more so, was the camera's feel.
Yeah.
So the Sony camera that I had before this was quite grippy, whereas this one, if you look, the grip on it, I've got fat hands, right? I've got real big, I've got butcher's hands, like real big, beefy hands, and like that. It just, I don't have a lot of grip space, to be perfectly honest. But actually, when it's in hand, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. And the battery grip that goes on the bottom that I bought extends that out a little and gives me some more room on the bottom as well. So I don't think that's going to be a problem for me anymore.
No. The one thing I had concerns with, because I had Canon before this.
Yeah.
The one thing I noticed, and it will still never go away, is the battery life. You used to, with a grip on a 60, you would average 2,000 to 2,500 photos. So a wedding, basically. That's what I do. And this, you're more like 1,000 shots with 3 batteries in it. So 2 in the grip, 1 in the camera. But it's not that bad.
Nah.
You get accustomed to it really quickly.
Yeah.
300 shots is fine, because what you're eliminating by having a electronic viewfinder is the need to take a shot and look at it and then adjust your settings and take another shot and check to see if those settings are correct. With this, because you can see what changes you're making through the viewfinder, because it's like a little screen, you can just adjust once, take 1 shot, and it's done.
Yeah.
So it's really
so
handy.
helpful.
So it actually reduces how many kind of shots you need to take.
Reduces how many shots you need to take. It reduces the amount of time you spend chimping. It reduces the amount of time you spend trying to figure out what you did wrong. And I think that was a massive drawback for me when I had a DSLR, which was my first camera. I was constantly trying to figure out what setting I needed to dial in to get that shot how I wanted to look. Whereas on this and on the Sony camera, I can literally just go cool, boom, 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 shot, done. And it is done. Like there is no question about it because you've seen the shot before you've taken it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Cool. Right, let's get shooting again then, shall we?
Let's go.
Great. So we are off and trying to find a place to shoot. We have tons of different locations, but what caught my eye just then is this log that has fallen over. So typically you want to have, for landscapes, something in the bottom third of the picture, kind of a foreground element, then a nice middle element, and then if you can, a top third element. We've got this log here, we've got the trees, we've got that kind of third in the middle there of the background, so third sky, third background, third this. We can find a nice location or a way of shooting it.
I didn't mean for that to happen.
I'm so sorry.
I'm real sorry. I'm real sorry about that.
We're now set up in position and we are pretty low to the ground, kind of you know, maybe a foot away, using the three-legged thing, collapsible tripod. And on top, if we have a little look here, we can see our little framing. So that log just there is the baseline. You can see just here we've got some nice trees going up. It's looking a little bit on the kind of greeny orange side. Got no problem with that. We are shooting in RAW at the end of the day. We can adjust that afterwards. So I'm just going to snap that one off. Maybe change that down to having a 2-second timer actually, because I want to get my fat hands out the way. Something hideous. You okay?
There's a log there.
Can you send me that footage afterwards?
I can do. I just ripped my jeans too.
Oh no, have you?
I went like that and I thought, oh, there's a little lump there. That'll be fine.
So whilst I'm going on and shooting some photos, Kyle over here doing some B-roll, he is shooting, hello. Are you, so what settings are we talking about for your video? Because the X-T3 has really good video.
It's got a whole abundance of video settings. Apparently so does this log. Yeah, it's got a lot, man.
What are we talking?
So for me, I've been shooting 50 shutter speed. I'm trying to keep it 2.8. I'm trying to stay as low as I can,
right,
because ultimately if I'm doing B-roll and I'm getting that kind of like that shot, I'd like some blurred out background or some bokeh, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going as low as I can with the ISO, so 320, which is as low as Eterna will let you. Could have shot in F-Log, chose not to shoot in F-Log purely and simply because I haven't had a chance to have a conversation with John about that yet. Maybe we should have a chat about that.
We should have a chat.
Maybe we should have a chat about that. Let's talk about.
Let's have a chat.
But yeah, until such a time when I'm experienced with the camera and experienced in grading this camera's footage, I don't think that F-Log is a good idea right now. No. Eterna, from what I've read and what I've spoken to John about, requires very little colour grade and very little input, which is kind of what I wanted from this morning. So like Eterna is fine for right now.
Yeah, Eterna is great. It's like so all of the profiles, the colours on Fuji's are based on their old film stock, and Eterna was the film stock for kind of cinema and home footage and stuff like that. Very soft, it's taken out some of the contrast. There is a way of shooting with even less contrast. It's actually, what it does, it adds dynamic range, so it kind of allows you to see more white area, more dark area, therefore making it a bit less contrasty. It's called a log. Most cameras nowadays have them. Fuji's log is called F-Log. And there is advantages to using it. It's very straightforward, it's easy to grade, and you can just press a few buttons and you know, stick a toner back on afterwards in editing. But yeah, if you're just having a little walk around and it's you know, it's just going on YouTube or something, you can have what they call baked footage, which is kind of, it's got the profile already put in it. You can't really adjust it that much, but do you need to?
Not really.
No,
not really.
No, we're fine.
I mean, I'll probably grade it a little. Like I'll probably bring some colours out.
Yeah.
But I won't do a lot because I don't want to push the footage too far one way or another.
Yeah.
like John said, like the footage is color graded almost, in a sense, that film simulation, which gives it the look I like anyway, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to push it too far.
Cool.
I'm not push it too far.
What the white balance? Something hideous. Me on. What time is it?
It is 7:07. It's up to you what you want to do. Do you want to keep walking on?
Let's keep moving,
Yeah.
because we'll get bored if we don't. That makes sense.
Could I?
But whatever you needed.